Hello, hello, and happy Monday night stamping, everyone. How are you tonight? I have an exciting project for us tonight. Christmas is right around the corner. We have Thanksgiving on Thursday, and I saw this on the Stampin' Up website, and I had to make this for you guys. So I looked all over for instructions, and I couldn't find any. So I just had to come up with instructions on my own. It's a little different than the one I saw, but I think you guys are really going to like it. It's going to take 2 entire sheets of 8.5 by 11 Night of Navy. This is a big nativity scene. This is something you can put on your mantle, give as a gift. It's going to be really neat. I think you're really going to like it. Hello, Joyce and Luana and Rita and Mary and V. And Luana, I did get your email. I am so behind. I will get it to you. Don't worry. Tony, yes, I have red flagged your email, so I'm not going to forget. Debbie, hello, you all. Thank you again for showing up tonight. Okay, so had a great sale last week, but another one is starting tomorrow. Well, kind of. So our Christmas mini catalog is going to retire on January, I think 4th, 3rd or 4th, somewhere around there, January. And so they are going to stop reordering stuff that runs out of stock. So like let's say we're going to be using Holy Night stamp set tonight. Once that runs out, they're not going to make any more and they're not going to get any more. So we're calling it the last chance sale for any of the items in the mini catalog, the mini Christmas catalog that are going to retire in January. Now, some of the stuff in the mini catalog will carry over, a few things, but most of it retires. And so if there's anything in that Christmas mini catalog that you've had your eye on, you're going to want to get it now because by tomorrow we start selling it off. Okay. All right. So with that, and watch for the email tomorrow in your Tuesday exclusive tutorial. I'll have more information about it. All right. So tonight we are doing, like I said, down here in the over here down in the bottom, trifold nativity scene. I am going to put some instructions down here also. I'm not going to provide a PDF file though. So if you want to recreate this, just jot the notes down. It doesn't take much. I mean, the instructions aren't difficult at all. Once you know how to make it, you can do it without any instructions. Okay, here we go. So let me switch my camera angle. That's what I'm trying to say. My camera angle here, and pull up our first set of instructions. And you are going to need 2 whole sheets of Night of Navy. Okay, 2 whole sheets. And you're going to need your scoring trim tool thing here. I might have to zoom out. I hate doing that because you can see my messy desk, but I've got a lot. This is a big project. Okay, and then this is the paper. This is the DSP that we're going to use, and we're going to use the entire piece. Okay, it's just gorgeous. And we're going to create a nativity, and it's going to be a beautiful trifold that you can display on your mantle. Okay, so that's what we have. Put this to the side for a second. Let's go ahead and get our Night of Navy set up here. So it says you need 2 full sheets, and you're going to score them at 4 1/4 and 4 3/4. So get this in here, and you want it tall. Okay, tall. So 4 1/4, and get your blade out of the way. You do not want to cut it. 4 1/4, then 4 3/4. Okay. All right. So we've got that one. Can you see it kind of right there? All right. Now let's do the other one. 4 1/4 and 4 3/4. All right. Now that we've got that done, we're going to need some grid paper. What we're going to do is we're going to have 4 1/4, 4 1/4, and 4 1/4. All right. So this piece here, I'm actually going to turn it around so that this 4 1/4 is over here. But I need these 2 pieces to line up so they make 4 1/4. And I have my grid, I have my grid paper up here, and I'm going to put the score mark right there at the 0. And then I'm going to put this score mark right at 4 1/4. All right. And so you can see that's going to overlap nicely. All right. And so now we have this section that's 4 1/4 here. Wait a minute. Whoops. Sorry. I have the wrong score line. I need this score line. Phew, I was like, wait a minute. Because you want these 1/2 inch sections. They are going to be, they're what's going to create, what am I trying to say? They're going to make the trifold. So it sits on the mantle. Okay. So we've got that there. We're 0 and 4 1/4. So this section is 4 1/4. All right. So let me get my glue out. And I'm using glue. It's our strongest adhesive we have. And it also gives me a little wiggle room. So I'm going to take this over and flip it. And I don't want it to squish out, but I want it pretty close to the edge because I don't want it to come apart. All right, so that's good. And now come back over here and line myself up. All right, so I'm at 4, so 0 to 4 1/4. And then just kind of rub that. And there we go. All right, so give that a sec to dry. While that's drying, that's a hard word to say, drying. Why, that's drying. No wonder Texans say drying, or Tennesseans say it also. How are we doing, people? I always forget to look at my comments. I get so excited about our project. Remember, if you have a question, put a question mark in front so I can find it easily. Mostly, I just have hellos, hellos, and hellos. And so hello back to you. I love it. So many people watching. Okay, this piece we're going to cut into 3 4-inch sections. All right, so I need my trimmer again. And I'm just going to cut this evenly into 4-inch sections. So 4 inches there. And, oh, shoot, I forgot. We want a 1/2 inch off. Yeah, let me switch my instructions here. Went ahead of myself. Cut a 1/2 inch off the top and the bottom of each one. So let me go back and do that real quick. So a 1/2 inch off the top and bottom. There we go. Because remember, your cardstock is only 11 inches, and this DSP is 12 inches. Now, you could do a whole inch, but I didn't want too much. I didn't want the star in the middle to be too close to the edge, and I didn't want too much of the ground taken away. So that's why I decided to split it evenly. So see this star here? If I cut a whole inch off, I'd cut the star off. But if I cut a whole inch off the bottom down here, I'd cut off most of the dirt or sand, the desert. So I'm just doing a 1/2 inch on both. Okay, and that still gets pretty close to that star, but that's okay. And turn it around. So it's better if I had done this before I cut the 4-inch section off, but that's okay. Like I say, I get so excited about showing you all how to do these projects. And this is such an amazing project. Okay, so now let's go in and finish getting our 4-inch section here. There we go. All right, so now I have my 3 4-inch strips. Look how big. This is going to be a big nativity scene. This is going to be awesome. All right, so it goes like this. And I want to make sure this star in the middle stays in the middle because it's the one above the stable, above Jesus. Okay. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, this is going to be so pretty. All right, are you still with me? So far, let me repeat what I've done so far. So far, I took 2 pieces of 8.5 by 11 Night of Navy, okay? And before I glued them together, I scored them both at 4 1/4 and 4 3/4. Then I glued them together so that this section in the center would be 4 1/4, so that these two on the end would also be 4 1/4. And then you have this 1/2 inch section here for the fold. Okay, so that's what we did there. And now I have taken my designer paper. I cut a 1/2 inch off the top, a 1/2 inch off the bottom, and then cut them into 4-inch strips. Now we're going to take our strips and we're going to adhere them to the Night of Navy. All right. Now you can do this with tape or glue. Glue is so much easier. Okay. There we go. Especially when you're working with such a big piece. All right, now this is going to line up the top and the bottom, and it's going to give you like 1/8 of an inch on the two where the fold, where the score line is and the edge of the card. Okay. And then we're going to do the middle piece. And we're going to put that between the two score lines as even as possible. Whoops, it's sticking to my fingers. Ah, yeah, another reason I like glue is because you can kind of wiggle it around until it's in place where you want it. All right, I want to bump it up to the edge, get it straight. There we go. Nice, nice. And finally, this piece. Uh-oh, my glue's not coming out. So how many of you are hosting Thanksgiving this year? You got all kinds of food started prep in your kitchen. And who is going out of town? I personally am going over to my daughter's house. Actually, we're going to her in-laws' house. Her husband's dad and mom live across the street, and they're hosting Thanksgiving. So we're all heading over to the Kohlers. So that's going to be exciting. All the grandkids, and boy, it's going to be fun. I'm in charge of pecan pie. Okay, now that we have it all, now we're going to do some cutting. We want to cut our two sides at an angle. All right, let me change up my instructions here. Oh, come on, banners, where are you? Here we go. All right, we're going to cut the side panels off at 2 1/4. All right, angle. I don't know if that makes any sense, but here we go. So I need 2 1/4 inch here, and I'm going to get a pencil. Oh, come on, where are my pencils? Pencil lead is kind of shiny, so you can see it on the Night of Navy. But to be even safer, you can turn it over on the back here and use my grid paper here. And I'm just going to line that up, and I'm going to mark at 1 2 1/4 right there. And then this side, come over here. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Barely. All right, so I have that there, and I'm going to go 1 2 1/4 right there. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to cut from this mark to this score line, okay? And I'm going to cut right there. So let me get my trimmer. Whoop, come here, trimmer. See if I can do this on the screen here. All right, so I know it's kind of hard to see, but there is a pencil mark. Whoops, see, I'm out of the camera. Hold on. I don't have much room here. I need a bigger desk. Oh, Santa, I need a bigger craft desk. All right, so I have this little 2 1/4 inch mark here, and I've got the score line right there. I'm lined up in the track where the blade's going to go, and I'm just going to cut that off. So there we go. We got that side. Now let's do this side. Same thing. We're going to get the score line there. Whoops, let's move over. Yep, I'm running. Goodness gracious, there's not much room here. All right, there's my pencil mark, and there's my score mark, and I'm in the groove there where the blade goes, the track, and I cut that one off. Okay, isn't this cool? This is so fun. Oh, I forgot to write those. No, I didn't. The instructions are there at the bottom. Okay, now the two score lines that are closest to the center, those are going in. Okay. Use my bone folder. Get a nice good crease here. Oops. And then this one comes out. Okay. And this one comes in. And this one goes out. And I know you can't see it very well, but when you stand it up on your mantle, okay, it'll look like that. Isn't that cool? Okay. So now we just got to decorate it. I have some more tricks for getting the nativity all set up for you. So let me get all this out of the way. You're going to need to cut extra pieces. There are 3 wise men, yet our dies only have 1 wise man. Okay, so there's just the 1 wise man, and he's attached to the entire nativity section here, and so is the shepherd. Okay, there's just 1 shepherd and 1 king. So to get more, you'll just need to cut more. Okay, no problem. So that's what I've done. So let me get out all my pieces. I cut this. Oh, and I also put adhesive backing on the back of my, and then I just did this in black paper, so it's silhouette. I also want to zoom in. You can't see it very well, but this is detailed. You can see, isn't that neat? Yeah, so you can really see it's not just a silhouette, it's a silhouette with details. And I couldn't find Jesus, and then I realized Mary's holding Jesus in her arms. So if you're wondering where Jesus was. Okay, so there's that one. I cut a second king here. I actually cut an entire second piece here like that. So I could have 2 shepherds and 3 wise men. Now, they're all holding the same gift. So I'm going to actually cut the gift off of one of them, I think, so they don't all look totally alike. And then I just have a 1 camel and a donkey. So I got a camel and a donkey. Let me spread all this out so you can see it. Okay. I also cut out 2 sheep. So here's a sheep, 2 lambs. Whoopsie. There we go. And this is the cow. I know it's hard to tell, but he is, let's see if it'll focus. No, it won't. Shoot. Anyways, you can tell he's the cow. He's got some markings on him, and he'll just go right in front of the donkey like that. Okay. Yeah. So we've got those. What else did I cut out? Now this, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Let's get all of our characters put in place here. So move this over. And and then our stable. Okay, now I cut the stable out in pecan pie. Okay, and we're going to put our little stable here. There we go. And I need dimensionals for our stable, and I'm going to use the mini dimensionals. And I'm going to put quite a few on here. Okay, I probably should have cut it out with foam sheet. We actually do have foam sheet, but I didn't. So we're just going to do dimensionals. Oh my goodness. All right. So I haven't looked at your comments about Thanksgiving. Luana is going to her son. Oldest grandson is going to be home on leave. Oh, that's wonderful. What service is he in? And Joni says she's going to her son's house also, taking cherry pie and homemade sourdough rolls. Yum. Love it. Cheryl says, hello, everyone, from Ridgefield, Washington. Well, I'm glad you're here too. Yay. Oh gosh, Stacy, you're hosting 19. That's a lot of turkey. Do you do all turkey, or are you going to throw some ham in there also? All right. And that's about all I've got. Oh, Luana said Air Force. Yay for the Air Force. Yay. My daddy was Lieutenant Colonel in the Air Force. Yay. All righty. And oops, you have to be careful with these. They fit, but if you're not careful, you'll accidentally, I got that one kind of close to the edge there. They do fit, but okay. Now let's get some more right there. And right there. That should be good. Yeah, I probably could do more, but yeah, why? Oof, that's a lot of dimensionals. Okay, so let's put our stable right here in the center. Looks good right there. Perfect. And now our nativity here. And like I said, I put adhesive backing. Oh, and there are little pieces to punch out Yeah, here's some by the lamb. There's one under the crib, the manger. Okay, I think I got them all. There we go. And now just take the adhesive backing off. Oops. Okay, it's wanting to be very sticky. There we go. And now we're just going to lay that right there in under the staple. Oh, no, 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 I totally forgot. Ah! Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Come up, come up. Oh, thank goodness. I totally forgot, you guys. So I got the, what is this die set called? I always forget. Here it is. It's called a radiating stitch dies. It's this little circle here. But I thought, oh, that looks just like a halo. Okay, so I want the halo to be on Jesus. So I'm going to put Jesus right in the middle of the halo. Now we've got adhesive back. Ah, oof, it's so sticky. Oh, I'm glad I saved that. Oh, I would have not been happy if I had forgotten that, because I thought that was going to be so cool looking. All right, there we go. Now we have our halo. Yay. Okay. Phew. All right. Yes, our poor Katie, she does not feel well. And then she's getting shots and all kinds of yucky things. So we do hope you feel better, sweetie. Let's do our shepherd. So we need our two little lamb, and we need our shepherd here. And so I need my snips. And whoops, take the cover off and just snip that off there. There we go. And we're going to just have him on the hillside. You know, when I was fortunate to go to Israel back in 2019, I got to go to Bethlehem, and you guys, it really did look like, well, it didn't look like a desert. It was actual hills with grass and boulders and a lot of rock caves. But there wasn't any development. You know, you couldn't see city lights or, you know, commercialism. It was just out in the fields. Now they had built a church there, and some areas for people to do talks and things like that. But other than that, it really did. It looked like this. And I looked up I was just standing there because I was kind of exploring on my own. And I just looked up and I thought, this is what it was like that night when the angels came, and the shepherds were just minding their sheep, and all of a sudden the sky lit up and there were angels. I can't imagine. That would be so, no wonder they have to say, don't be afraid, fear not. I would have been terrified. Okay. In today's world, we'd think that we'd been invaded by aliens. But anyways, all right. So now we have our shepherd watching his flock by night. And we have our baby Jesus with the gold halo there. Okay. Now this side we'll do, we also need the donkey and the cow. I forgot those. So the donkey and the cow. All right. So let me take off the backings for those. I was thinking about putting them out here, but no, I think we'll just keep him here. Yeah. All right. Like I said, I got this idea off of Stampin' Up's website, and this is pretty much how it looked. Like I said, I did a lot of things a little different. Like the halo behind Jesus, that's different. But this part's kind of all the same. And now we need some kings. We three kings. And this one, you're going to have to cut the little lamb off. So just kind of, there we go. So we have him, and this one also. There we go. And this one. Now, see there, all three of them have the same gift. So I thought that was kind of weird. And so I thought I might take a gift. Actually, they did have gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So maybe we'll just leave it. I don't know. I just thought it looked weird that they were all so identical. And then our camel. We have a camel here. So let me take the back of the camel off. go. Actually, if we put these two real close together, you won't see that other. Yeah, that'll look cool. Okay, we'll do that. There we go. Now, I'm not finished yet. I still have the star and the sentiment that I'm going to put on here. So stay with me. I know this is taking a while. Stay with me. Okay, so we're going to put him right there. And then, now this is definitely not something you would make 20 of. I have a dear, the ladies who clean my house every week, or not every week, every month. Last year I gave them a sampler, framed sampler. And so I thought, oh, I've got to give them something this year. So I may make one more of these for them, you know, as their thank you for doing such an awesome job with my house. Okay. So far, so good. Now, the sentiment, I went ahead and I did gold embossing. Okay. And we're going to put that over here on this side. Oh, holy night. All right. We're also going to get out the complimentary set, Stars at Night. So this goes with it. You can buy them separate or you can buy it all together as one suite. But anyways, I bought everything because I just loved it. And what I did is I took this piece here, this long cross and this shorter cross, and I cut them out in gold. And I'm going to put them on top of this star up here. So let me show you what I mean. So I have this long one here. Let me pull it down so you can see it better. And then this, come here, this one. There we go. Like that. Now they have sold out of the gold star sticker things. So I was going to sprinkle those all around. One thing we do have that I might do later, but it takes a while to dry. I'd have to leave it out overnight. We have gold enamel effects. And so I could, like, where the white dots are, I could put gold there. And that might kind of bring this gold in because I have gold here, and gold here. But I don't have any gold over here on this side. So I tried like tracing a star in gold with it, but it looks too, I don't know. It doesn't match the beauty of the scene. So yeah, I didn't like that. Okay. So far, so good. So let's peel these off. So I also did these with adhesive backs. Come on. There we go. Whoops. Come on. There we go. And so I am just going to put that right there in the center. Okay. Now I thought, you know what, maybe I should cut this and then it would fit in there or just lay it on top. And after I looked, I said, you know, it looks better laid on top. So I'm not going to cut it so it fits in there. I'm going to just leave it. There we go. Beautiful. Just so pretty. So pretty. All right. And then finally, now the one that I saw, they put Oh Holy Night here, and I just didn't like it. It just was too crowded. No. So we're going to put Oh Holy Night over here, but it looks kind of plain just sitting there. So I'm going to get some gold ribbon to put behind it. Excuse me. So we have this gold ribbon. This is in the online store. It's not in the catalog, but if you just go to the online store and just put in the search section gold, you'll get all kinds of gold stuff we have. All right. So I'm going to put some adhesive on the back. And I'm just going to crisscross back and forth. Now, usually I go 3 times. But since this is kind of big, I think I might do 4. So we'll see. Yeah. Well, I think we'd have to do 5 to make it go back the other way. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay, so we had to go back and forth 5 times, but that looks a lot better. I like that. It just kind of gives it a little something. And get my snips. Definitely need these cut at an angle. There we go. Actually, a little more. There we go. Okay, and we're just going to, oh, we need dimensionals, of course. There we go. Oh, holy night. Just put that there. Perfect. Okay. And there we have our trifold. I know you can't see it very well that way, but yeah. Yeah, I wish I could get my camera out a little further, but I hope you all liked this. Let me go over it one more time. Oh, good idea, Maria. I've got adhesive sequins. Genius. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad I looked at your comment. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, come on. I've got every adhesive bling. Watch it be the very last one. Ah, here we go. Okay. So these. Awesome. Oh, I'm so glad you thought of that, Maria. Okay. Come on, get off there. I still may do the gold accents, but there we go. And I've got 2 sides. Ooh, you know what I'm going to do? Oh, yeah, baby. Let's put these in the center of these stars. How fun is that? Go. Oh, yeah, this is definitely making it. I'm going to put the big sequins in the big stars. Whoops, that's not where I wanted that. There we go. One more. Oh, gosh, this is pretty. Okay, and then these are big sequins down here. Okay, I may overdo it with the sequins, but you know. One can never have too much bling. There we go. And one more. Yay. Awesome. That is so cool. Thank you, Maria. Yay. That's what I wanted. So cool. Oh, yeah. The white ones would be pretty on there too. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's a good idea, Katie, too. Put the other sentiment, stars shining brightly. But I'm okay. I like it the way it is. And one more time to show you guys how I did this. So the first thing I did is I took 2 full sheets of Night of Navy. I scored them at 4 1/4 and 4 3/4. Then I glued them to create a 4 1/4 inch middle section here. Okay. Second, I took my designer series paper here, the DSP, and first I cut a 1/2 inch off the top and a 1/2 inch off the bottom. And then I cut them into 4-inch strips, okay, and glued them onto the 3 sections there. Once I had them glued on there, then finally I marked it at 2 1/4 on both ends, and I cut from the score line to the mark on both sides. Okay. And that's all there was to it. Then I just decorated it. And I hope you all enjoyed this project. I would love it if you all make one, if you'll take a picture and put it on our Facebook group, Kristina's Creative Stampers. And if you're not a part of Kristina's Creative Stampers, that's our private VIP group, you can just ask to join. You do have to ask some questions like, are you a demonstrator? And that's just so that I know, you know, I don't want, if you're a demonstrator, that's awesome. You can join. I just, you know, I don't want to try to ask you if you want to join if you're already a demonstrator. Anyways, and then the other question is, oh, I forgot what the other question was. Are you a demonstrator? And why? Why do you want to be in this group? And yeah, okay. Y'all have a blessed night. See you Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday for card challenge Wednesday. So a lot of you will be home. So maybe you can catch me live since I do it in the morning at 9:30 a.m. here. All right. Love you guys. Let me double check for questions. All right. Okay. Good night, you guys.